Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Fastlane. And I just said welcome. Welcome everyone again with me in the booth, with me in the studio today, Seth and Alex.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I just
Synchronized hellos.
I just botched that I just botched that intro, but doesn't really matter unless it matters to you, but doesn't matter to me. So, boys, we should just hop right into it, because why not?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, folks, we're gonna start with D1, because, I mean, why not? So, D1, so hanging Daytona, start of Season 2 for D1. It's been a while since, the Cup Series has been on a Point Series track, and maybe even a track at that, because the Clash was how long ago?
2 weeks, maybe? Not sure.
Not just 2 weeks ago. Clash was back.
It wasn't that long ago. 3 weeks?
Maybe in a month at that.
3.5 weeks?
Yeah, but at the Coliseum, Penske had struggles with teams and strategies. Or not strategy, but yeah, you guys had some trouble with teamwork there. But speaking of teamwork, let's head right on in. So, we talked about this previously, but I want our expert analyzer. That's not a word.
Analyzer? Analyzer?
Yeah, analyzer, there we go. Alex to go ahead and break this down with us. Of course, Seth.
Well,
you're always welcome.
talking about strategy and teams, it's going to be crucial. Absolutely. Pit stops. There's going to be a lot of them. It's a long race, 140 laps at Daytona.
Crucial.
You're going to need to make some pit stops.
Crucial pit stop.
In your strategy, you're going to have to be on par. You're going to have to be taking the same amount of cans of fuel. You're going to be taking the same tires. You're going to have to be, more importantly, you're going to have to get on pit road in a way that's going to allow you to get off of pit road together. Because, you know, if one group gets on pit road better than the other, then that could be positions you don't want to lose. And more importantly, I think what's going to be very interesting, which I'm really excited about, is the stage ends. But I think we're going to talk about it eventually. But yeah, teams, especially during those pit cycles and just knowing to push and staying in line is incredibly important to having a good race.
Oh yeah, and I know we've had like a couple fun races this week.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I've been working on those cars a lot, like pretty much.
Oh yeah, and I
for the
appreciate
last
that.
couple days, and I've been working on them for a long time.
But
Trying in the coming days. Thankfully, I'm on break right now, so I can do that. But yeah, it's fun.
When you're talking about getting out of line, if you jump out of line, you have nowhere to go, man. Like absolutely nowhere. The draft package on these next gens, I mean, is super strong. So you're gonna jump out of line. That car behind you is gonna just haul it to the car in front of you.
You're gonna get shuffled out pretty quickly.
Yeah, so you gotta avoid not being shuffled out. And if you do go out of line, but if you do go out of line, you want to make sure you have a teammate behind you, of course. Yeah, so Seth,
I know me and my teammates so far. I mean, we haven't done any official practice yet, but I know in the races we do. We've been practicing kind of helping each other when we screw up. You know, if you have to like hop on a line and pick up one of your teammates, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, so of course, teams and strategy very important. And like you said, now stage racing, which we will go over in a little bit. That's gonna be extra crucial because now you got to figure out. I mean, now you got to figure out when do you come in now. I mean, that just adds extra strategy and importance to pit stops. And Seth, what do you have to say about how our teams and strategy going to come into play for the 500?
Well, adding on to Fastlane 10, you definitely want to, kind of what Alex said, definitely want to know when your team's pitting and when what the teams you are working with are pitting. But also, you definitely coming to those final laps. It's going to be 140 lap race. It's going to be long. Come to those 140 laps, again, adding on to what I said in the last fast lane. Do you want to help your teammates, or do you want to go for it and get the Daytona 500? Because it would be very cool to definitely get that Daytona 500 under your belt. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a matter in those final couple of laps of who wants it the most, and who wants to work with their teammates. But that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah, and going off of what you said about working with teammates there at the end of a couple laps, that's another thing. You gotta know if you're gonna be like betrayed or not in the last couple of laps. Are your teammates Alex, be honest. You're second place. Terry's in front of you, and you have a final corner. Are you going to pass him or not for a Daytona 500 win?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I joke about it a lot. I joke about a lot about pushing people like Terry for 139 laps only. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I know I'm gonna jump out of line and risk wrecking, I'm just gonna stay in line and get the points. To be honest, because you gotta think the bigger picture. You know, it's nice to win, but if you're gonna wreck, if you're gonna risk going for a win when you're in second place and just wreck and get sent back 10 places, then you're stupid.
Now, what if it wasn't a teammate? What if it was your rival?
Oh, if it's not a teammate, 100% I'll go for it. But again, it has to make sense. If I'm gonna go somewhere, it really just depends, to be honest. It just depends on the situation. As long as I know I'm gonna go out of line and not get wrecked, then I'll probably do it.
So Alex saying that as long as you have a secured spot to pass, then you're just gonna do it. And
if it's safe, I'll do it.
Yeah, and frankly, I mean, I agree with you. I don't see any wrong reasoning with that. I mean, if you're gonna go for a position, you want to know that you're gonna have that position secured. And again, going to that you're gonna want a teammate to back you up there, passing there.
But you see, that's what I worry about though too. Like with the drafting, is like, as soon as you hop out of line, if you don't have help, the car behind you is gonna like give the car in front of them a massive bump.
And you're
so I don't know if it's. I almost don't even know if it's worth it if you don't have any help, because it's not like you can take your run. I mean, you can take the run a little quicker, a little further, but you know, like I said, the car behind's gonna push. So it's gonna require some good timing. I mean, not to like boast or anything. I did it at Talladega, so maybe I'll be able to do it again. Maybe.
Both super speed race. So you never know. You never know. And you're gonna go ahead and move on from team to strategy. Alex, let's go over the new point system for D1. I mean, I got this ping last night. I woke up to it this morning, and oh my gosh, was I shocked to see this. If you go to that fourth line right there, it says 1 player point awarded to the winner of stage 1 and / or stage 2. Now, frankly, I was shocked to see it. I was like, we're having stages now? There's no way. And boom, I see it right in my face.
Yeah, so with the point system, we're still reworking it. I wanted to have those points be, because it's we're doing a full season, right? We haven't done a full season before, so I want the points to kind of reflect that. But at the same time, there's a 15 car limit on most tracks except for the super speedways. So I think we have, if I remember correctly, we did scale it down a bit, but it's the same premise. But also we have to put in stage points and stuff. But yeah, stage racing is going to be a thing, and it's going to make it. It's going to change up a lot of things. I mean, I'm not even used to stage racing. We haven't done stage racing before. Only trucks have done it once, and it was as a test. And based on that test, we decided to try to use it for Cup, and probably every other division will adopt it eventually. So,
I mean, that's exciting. And now, you look down and you scroll down that list. That's a butt ton of points.
I mean, that's why we kind of.
Yeah, it was 10 points for the win race. Now you're quadrupling it.
Oh, I'll send you the really quickly what we came up with, because it does look like too many points. So this is the second proposal.
It's
the same premise, just scaled back a little bit.
Oh, okay. So I do apologize, folks. I was mistaken on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this off. First place, 20 points, correct?
Yes.
Second gets 15, and it just goes down. One place is one less point, but that's still a lot of points from what we've seen before.
Especially with the stages.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
stage points we haven't worked out yet, but it's definitely going to be a lot more points. So.
Yeah, and the playoff points now, and now that we're adding that into the mix, now, oh my gosh! I mean, that was a lot to take in this morning, getting ready for school. I just opened up Discord, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, Cherokee have been working on that. We've been working on a lot of things. points-wise and other things. So,
Other things.
yeah.
Care to explain? Just kidding.
Can't do that. No.
Dang it! Dang it! Alright, that's fine. But, yeah, again, points for D1. Oh my gosh. I'm choking on air.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Beth, what do you think about stage racing?
Well, I think that for stage racing, it's gonna be like for stage racing, like if I was in second, I would definitely go for it. Like in my opinion, I would definitely go for it. Try to get those extra stage points. Knowing that you would have an opportunity to get back up there in the final stage. It's gonna be a lot of laps. You got a lot of laps to get up there. But yeah, that's personally my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see, even at the super speedway, right? Strategy changes when you look at the stage win and you look at those playoff points. As we've seen, playoff points are gonna be important. Like there's gonna be, because by the time we get there, you're gonna need those playoff points because you never know, if you get busy on a weekend, you need 2 subs and that's a penalty. But maybe the playoff points can actually save you from something. I don't know. So it's gonna be pretty important to get those playoff points.
Yeah, and I gotta go through there, but now the only issue with that is now that we're having stages, are we gonna have 15 Brad Keselowskis out there at the end of every stage?
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Pushing too hard at Daytona, and
Yeah.
I think we all know how that would end, unfortunately. But I mean, I honestly don't see it being that big of an issue in D1. I feel like D1 drivers can understand when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive, and if the points you got right now heading to the end of the stage is okay or not. But I think us D1 drivers understand the
Well, you're
meaning of
bound
too
to have
aggressive.
somebody do it, I think. You're bound to have somebody do it.
Someone's gonna turn the Someone's gonna turn the bad Brad for a second. Not.
Yeah, but hey, I mean,
That's super speedway
that's another thing too, right? You don't want to make too many enemies.
Oh yeah.
Early on in the race. So.
Reputation. And
Yeah.
anyways, so let's go and move on. Oh my God, not again.
Need some water?
Chris, you alright there?
Jet dying.
For real?
Okay,
Hello?
Hello, I'm sorry. Oh my God. All right. Okay, you two take it off for a second. I'm gonna get water.
Drink some water,
Yeah.
man.
How will
manufacturers work together at Daytona?
I'll be right back.
Well, I feel a little bad for the Chevys and the Toyotas because they're not going to have. Well, basically, they have to work together. I mean, the Fords can work together because there's 2 Ford teams, but there's 1 Chevy team, 1 Toyota team, so they're going to have to work together. And if they don't work together, then they're going to have some problems getting on and off pit road. But I don't know how they're going to coordinate that because the only people on the Toyota team that I know that have mics is Raiden and Husky, I believe. So I don't know how they're going to even manage to talk to each other, to be honest. So it's going to be interesting to see how they work together. But Seth, what do you think about the manufacturers working together?
Well, yeah, adding on to what you said, they're definitely gonna need to do something about that because I talked to Terry earlier, and he said they've Team Penske and FP already got stuff that they want to do, but I'm not gonna leak that here. But they've got stuff they want to do, so the Chevy and the Toyota team, they definitely gotta start something if they wanna be able to compete with the 2 Ford team.
I mean, it's going to be important to get that figured out during practice. I mean, you're going to have an extended practice. There's no qualifying session. So you're going to have like an hour of practice to just figure out how people, figure out how you're going to work with each other, figure out how your teammates drive at the super speedway, figure out the car and stuff. practice some pit stops. I know we're looking at implementing a pit speed monitor now for Daytona. I think it'll be done in time. But basically, when you speed on the pit road, you're just gonna get it'll send an alert to the officials who have it whitelisted, and you're gonna get a penalty. So people who like to accelerate to the pit speed limiter, they're gonna have to start learning how to actually brake before it, because that's not gonna be a thing anymore. So yeah, just figuring out how to actually get on pit road and off pit road properly is gonna be important.
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
I am back. I'm not dead. I can breathe again.
Chris.
I caught a couple of the last part of the conversation about pit speed limiter and all that. But so again, I don't know if I'm gonna repeat what any of you guys said, but to me, how manufacturers are gonna work at Daytona, honestly, I heard Seth say that of course FPR and Team Penske being sister FPR being the sister team to Team Penske, how these two are gonna work together. Of course, you know, I'm pretty sure FPR is gonna work together with Team Pente throughout the race. But yeah, you gotta go to the Toyotas and the Chevys. I mean, there's only one team for each of them. There's JSM and then there's JTG Daugherty. So to me, those two are gonna have to team up because they're going against about 6-7 other drivers, maybe more. Eight other drivers in those Ford cars who have always looked so fast. I mean, of course, Terry moving up from D2, Rex moving up from D2, Sky moving up from D2, me moving up from D2, K-Boss moving up from D2. Now, all these young guns, we're all gonna have to work together with these guys, and honestly, I think we're gonna be able to do that well. So that just proves how fast these Fords can be during the race. Because I mean, stick together like butter. You could take off.
It's gonna be very important that you're gonna need leaders in those team comm channels. You're gonna need someone to lead call the shots and figure out the strategy. And then most importantly, people are gonna have to agree on things.
Yeah.
You don't want to be disagreeing on strategy and compromising the race. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm actually excited.
Yeah, and now I counted up. I believe all of JTG made it in, and then Slaw and Husky made it in. So that's 6 drivers versus the 8. I mean, Ford has more cards in the 500 than everyone else combined. Now that's crazy to think because again, that just goes to show how fast these Fords can be if we just stick like butter, or not butter, glue.
Yeah, I mean,
butter.
Hey, JTG does have a good team communications potential. They're competent people. I mean, they're definitely competent. I mean, Dog's gonna be. You bet Dog's gonna be calling the shots on that.
Yeah.
I mean, they all have mics except for Bloxer, so they're gonna be able to talk to each other as well. So,
and Dog,
as long as they can get the Toyotas on board, they should be okay.
Dog is a strong leader too. I'm bringing up Cambug. I mean, Cambug's a strong driver too. He's participating in this 500. I know his brother K-Dub won the opening Daytona race for D3. So
Actually, Cambug won that because Cambug is driving for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Okay, so hopefully he can bring that over. Some practice for JTG. Xander's a great driver. He made it into the Final 4. From what I remember, when I first raced with him in the D2's Beef is Much for Dinner 300, he was a consistent pusher. He was competent. And then Bloxer's Bloxer. He's all around a very consistent driver. He's competent. He's smart. And he can work with his teammates. But as much as I hate to say it, Alex, as much as I hate to say it, JSM is going to have to step it up if they want to help out Chevrolet.
Yeah, I mean, they only have 2 cars, what, 3? 2 cars in this race?
3.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, with the radio, of course.
If I'm JTG, I'm getting on. I'm telling them, we gotta work together, because I don't know, but it's going to be interesting though because it's not just like all the manufacturers are going to be in one perfect straight line though. So it could be two Penske cars and two
Yeah.
JTG cars and then two JSM cars.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's another thing. I mean, we might have split up teams here. It's not like you said.
You're gonna have to work with other people. You're not gonna be able to work with your teammates all the time. And I think that's one thing that you don't have that luxury anymore in D1 of being able to talk to other drivers. You can only talk to your teammates. You can't talk to like if Slaw's pushing me, I can't talk to Slaw.
And that's why you're gonna need like a, how do you say, advisor?
It's kind of trust, really, at that point.
Yeah.
You just gotta be able to trust the person behind you.
Trust, or you're a fast Roblox chatter. Either one.
Or that, yeah. Risk jumping out of your automobile.
Risk jumping out of your automobile, and then end up out of the draft. But yeah, so that's how manufacturers are gonna have to work here. I won't be surprised to see Ford group up early on, though. I won't be surprised. Anyway.
Yeah, another important thing is going to be getting the outside lane established. I'm telling you, we just did a test race at Daytona.
The outside lane works.
If you can keep it organized, it works. You can win the race on the outside lane. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, and that's another great thing about all this development in Daytona. We have an outside lane, so not everyone is gonna hog the inside lane. I mean that's just the beauty of Daytona.
You can make it work. So, and we're even gonna extend it a little more down so that you're not. It kind of looks a little weird right now because sometimes they're kind of separated, but. Yeah, no. Point is, it can work. So it's hard though. I'm going to tell you that it's difficult.
Yeah, staying up there is actually pretty hard. But you have been very strong working on this track, working on steps, working on getting the cars ready. So I appreciate all that you've done for us. But man, that outside lane works. I'm telling you, and it works like a charm. Anyways, I just found out after Daytona comes Chicagoland. So I know this was suggested to talk about early predictions for Chicagoland.
You know what? Chicagoland, we were going to go with Auto Club, but we just decided, first of all, Chicagoland deserves some redemption because the last race that happened there. It was taken off the schedule, made a tryout track only. We didn't want anything to do with it, but it really isn't the track. I mean, it's a good track, and it's very similar to Auto Club, and Auto Club has some problems right now that, we don't really have the time to fix right now. But maybe Auto Club will return later on in the schedule, but Chicagoland. Honestly, Chris, I want you to win.
Are you kidding me?
I want you to win Chicagoland.
Well,
it'd be nice if everyone could win their,
hometown tracks. Yeah, I don't mind if you say it.
Yeah, I didn't want to,
it's fine, but
dox you.
Yeah.
But since you've doxed yourself now, it'd be nice if everyone can win their hometown race. It would be nice.
I'm like,
I'd like to
bro,
see that.
I won Indianapolis, which after Chicago was taken out was technically my hometown track. But now that Chicagoland is back, I am looking to redeem myself. I earlier today, it's funny because I was looking through the early announcements of the league, and I found the Chicagoland starting lineup, and I'm going through like the heat races where I placed, and turns out I placed I finished 7th in the feature race in Chicagoland, and I was like, how did I not win this thing? Turns out I remember now, Sky debut race, a debut pole and debut win.
In a hectic race of even. Right.
Yeah, and I remember it was funny because I did not expect that many people to show up that day. There was 20 drivers.
Something like that. We had to do heat races. It was really messy. We weren't expecting that many people to show up, and we realized quickly, we cannot put 20 cars on a track, so we had to quickly just scramble heat races, and we didn't have a system in place. It was messy, but it's that's a part of growth.
Yeah, but
But yeah, only 3 hometown winners in the history of this league. Josh, Lou, and Sharky. So there's a role for it. So
hopefully
maybe you can pick it up.
Team orders, wink, 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 wink. I mean, of course, a win is a win, but a win at your hometown track, oh boy. Anyways, where were we supposed to be? Oh yeah, predictions. Seth, early predictions for Chicagoland. I know you've been doing your research lately on all sorts of it.
So this is for D2, correct?
D1.
It's D1.
D1. Okay, definitely. I want to go with Terry.
Terry.
So, hear me out. Terry, definitely, he knows how to, work with his teammates. This is, my opinion, so don't get on to me. He knows how to work with his teammates, especially for Team Penske, and I definitely think he's definitely gotta get a shot here at Chicagoland. He's definitely, one of those good drivers here for, D1 here in the Cup Series.
Yeah, you know what? That's a fair prediction. To be honest with you, when it comes to this prediction for Chicagoland, the truth of the matter is you really can't say who, because, I mean,
You're right there.
I don't know. There's a lot of. It's going to be very interesting because Chicagoland, Daytona is great and all, but Chicagoland is really the first track where you can really gauge everyone's skill.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an interesting race. I think. I don't know. I think anyway. I think Sky could get it. Josh could get it. You could get it. Chris, I could get it. Terry could get it. Hell, Xander could get it.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I mean, these 1.5 mile tracks, you can't really predict, to be honest. Who can win these? Because
you'll know pretty early on, though. I think.
To me, these 1.5 mile tracks are the most mysterious, like in real life too. Like they're
but you know what? I think they're like
tracks.
the best.
But
they're definitely the best.
Yeah, they're definitely really fun to race on, but it's always so hard to predict who's gonna win them, especially in real life too. Like, we watch NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be a Mickey win sometimes, if some might say. I mean, these 1.5 mile tracks, you just gotta be strong and hope for some luck too.
Pretty much.
And for that, for 1.5 mile track, okay, I think if not me, which of course we all know I'm gonna win already, but if not me, I'm going with the JTG Darty win at Chicagoland. Now hear me out. The last time he raced at a 1.5 mile track, what was it? Oh, I've already forgot. What was it?
Kansas, Kentucky. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Kentucky.
I mean, what used to be JTG TRGL was somewhat strong, but now I feel like this is a hefty roster. You have Xander, you have Cambug. They could bring home.
I'm telling you right now that team's very underrated. They're all good drivers.
Very underrated. I mean, Xander, Dog, Bloxer, Cambug.
Cambug,
for God's sake. Not the fan favorite, but my favorite, to be honest. Now has yet to get his first career RSCRA win.
Cambug, huh?
So yeah, Cambug. So
yeah. Poor guy.
Poor guy. He's driving that 3 car this season, but honestly, I think JTG is gonna pull through, and I think he's gonna pull through big time for Xander. Yes, Xander might win Chicagoland. That's my opinion, though. I think, did he race at D2 Chicagoland? Well, honestly, I don't even know if I should bring statistics and win there.
There was a race at D2 Chicagoland?
There was? I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've been getting races lately. If I remember, I thought there was a race last night too. But I guess I was.
I don't know. I just can't remember it.
Go ahead, Seth.
Don't mind interrupting, but adding on to what you said, Chris, Cambug is definitely he could definitely win at Chicagoland. I mean, there's been so many races here in RSCRA where he's just been the top dog throughout the whole race and just can't capitalize on it in those final laps there. Yeah,
that really does suck, and sometimes it can be luck, or sometimes it's Terry pushing you out the way in turn 4 in the last lap of Dover. But
I mean, hell, this summer we're making Terry a documentary about how he became public enemy number 1.
But
maybe we're gonna have to make one for Cambug about how he is literally
the underdog.
The underdog. I don't know. That's something interesting.
That would be amazing. I want my own documentary. Wink, wink. Anyways,
it's a short. It's not even it's 5 minutes. Maybe give you a 20-second short film.
How Chris has yet to win a skill track. Anyways,
Chris is incapable of winning anything that isn't a super speedway. Hey, you want it? That's not true. You want it to Coliseum, right? So,
man. Well, Chicagoland, if it's way better than what I thought was a D2 race, I guess there isn't any more. If it is way better, then it will be a skill track, 100%. You're gonna need a lot of skill to be able to race there at Chicagoland. But another prediction for Chicagoland. Let's rewind. Let's go a little less into the future. Let's do Daytona. Predictions for Daytona. It's impossible to predict, but why not?
it's impossible to predict. But I hate to be biased. I'm telling you right now, Team Penske, we have our stuff together. We've been doing a lot of practice. Of course, in the testing setups, it just so happened to be they happen to be around when I'm testing. But I know, especially, I'm confident that I haven't been so much around Sky and Lou or /Halo /Rex, whoever's going to drive that car. I couldn't tell you. But I'm confident that, like, especially working with Terry, I think he could win the race, to be honest with you. I'm going to push him. I promised him I'm going to push him as much as I can. So, I think he could take home the win. To be honest with you, I think Terry could win.
I mean, Terry, of course, looks strong at really every track he goes to. But, I mean, of course, he's one of the fan favorites, too. So,
Truth be told, anybody can win the damn race.
Yeah.
You can't really predict who's going to win. However, the person who gets the most really organized, I don't even know.
Whoever can organize the most if their teammates can get the win.
You got to be able to control the lanes if you want to win as well.
Yeah, that is true.
It's hard. It can be hard to pick up a run. I know. What I'm hoping is that people don't try and. I don't know. It's hard to predict. But if I had to predict, I think it's gonna be. Somebody on a team that has their teamwork solved and figured out. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Seth, you could go next for your prediction.
I'm gonna put one on the blue. I'm gonna go with a JTG driver, Bloxer, who was your dual one winner, I believe.
I forgot about that.
He stayed up there most of the laps here in the dual one. It was honestly a great performance by the 99, and I think he could definitely get a shot here. But I can't make any assumptions. But I think he's got a lot to show here in the 500.
You know, that's actually a great prediction. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I kind of forgot.
I think, you know what?
He was up there.
I wish I had looked at the dual winners before.
Here, let me look for you.
I don't even remember.
Scroll up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so dual one, Blockster, Sharky, Slaw, Dog, Husky, Sky, and Terry, and then of course on the cutoff line was K-Boss. So. Yeah, now that I think about it, Bloxer was up there for quite a bit. He was in that top 3-car pack, of course, which was consisted of a Chevrolet, a Ford, and a Toyota, which was odd to see. But I mean, it was a 3-car pack, so I mean, it was an odd day to put it at that. But yeah, Bloxer was up there quite a bit. I mean, that's a reasonable prediction, but okay, Alex was not biased, but this might sound biased, of course, coming from me. I think the Daytona 500 trophies go in FPR.
No, I don't think so. I'm sorry. Have you guys even pushed each other in a pack yet?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
Practice, yes, we have. We've been practicing with the top dogs. What do you mean?
I'm sure you have.
Anyways,
I have not seen Sharky touch the steering wheel since the duels. So.
Anyways, what I think. Well, oh God, here we go. Here comes the slander. Here comes just the slander. Anyways, if it doesn't go FPR, it definitely goes Ford. That 100%. I mean, again,
a Ford. I'm telling you, right? Wait, well,
that makes it sound like you're rating it, Alex. Yeah.
You're on crack. I just don't think any other manufacturer. I mean, Dog hasn't talked to the Toyotas about working as a team. I mean,
but about
unless actually, I don't know.
Xander, but in both Daytona races, he finished very good actually. I think the first Daytona he won, and the second he was in the top 3 at least. But yeah, so I think it's going FPR, and honestly, I couldn't tell you who between the 3 of us in FPR who would win. But
not to butt you in there, Chris, not to interrupt you, Chris, but I think FPR and Team Penske got it a lot more organized than Chevy and Toyota. Not trying to be biased, I just think they got a lot more organized and ready for what they gotta do.
You better get it organized, dog. If you're listening, dog, you better get it organized.
Hey, we're coming for you, dog. The Fords, we got our jaws right open. Anyways, we've talked for almost 40 minutes on D1.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
excited.
Oh god, where did Alex go?
Yeah, I think it's time we head over to D3. Why not?
Yeah.
Here we go. So, head over to D3. Alex has left the game, folks.
Oh, I think I got kicked. Oops.
Oh yeah.
I'll
It's
rejoin.
fine. No worries. So first off, I want to ask you guys, how can Penske pull through for a championship? Actually, I want to start with Steph on
Don't
this
be.
one.
Oh,
Alright, so I've been doing a little research here. So, in the wait, what was the question again? I'm actually sorry about that.
How can Penske pull through for a championship?
Okay, so Team Penske, I think what they want to do, since it's a 3v1, they definitely want to start a little train and start pulling away from Glitch, because not trying to butt into the next question, but he's definitely a big threat, I would say, based on his skill from the D3 season. But I think they definitely want to start a little train and start pulling away as much as they can from Glitch here, and he can't really do anything about it other than draft them. So yeah.
well, I agree with you, but it's not going to be that simple because there's going to be more trucks.
Yep.
There's going to be
There's gonna be more competitors than
there's
just,
going to be at least I'm hoping for
Glitch.
12 trucks, I'm hoping for the qualifying limit, and the truck drivers, they've been active lately. So ever since all the truck drivers magically found out they can drive in the playoffs, they want to drive now.
Whoa, hold on.
So
There's gonna be 12 trucks. Okay, hold on. Let me read that real quick, if you don't mind. What they want to do is they want to push each other as much as they can throughout the pack, and try and get them up into the top 3. That's what I want to.
yeah, there's not a lot of pushing to do at Phoenix, though. That's the thing, right?
That's
Yeah.
very true, because
It's not
It's going to be a
like,
spread out race.
Yeah, it will probably be a spread out race. Kind of like well, I guess we'll go over that later. But yeah, it's of course a very spread out track. But
All I'm going to say is, if they want to win it, they better just don't race each other. Don't be dumb. Just, I don't know. You better believe there's going to be a lot of team orders.
Oh yeah, and honestly,
I might not be able to officiate that one. I'll tell you that right now.
to me, how can Pente pull through for a championship? To me, just don't make mistakes. Like, an error can cost you like so much here. It's not like you can get away with stuff like penalties, for example. You
And
can't
it's a
just
long
like
race.
You just can't scratch off a 3 out of 3, a drive-through. I mean, like, that's another big 3. Avoid getting those big time penalties. You know what I mean? So,
especially later on in the lap.
oh yeah, especially later on, and even with green flag runs, because then it's gonna be very impossible because of how spread out the field will be. So yeah, to me, Penske
Exactly.
can pull through for a championship just by not making any mistakes.
I agree.
I think that's, I think that's probably the best take I've ever done.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Shoot, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart right now.
No worries.
Xfinity did 254 laps here. I don't know if that's full. I don't know if that's full length. Is it?
I'll check
think it's
for
a
you.
little less.
I'll check for you. But go ahead, proceed.
Yeah, they did 254 laps here. I think. Oh wow, that's more than the Xfinity Championship. That's more than the Xfinity race actually. I think we based it off the Cup race. Oh well, oops. But so how many did? That's a little poopy. Oh well, it's far too late to correct that now.
Well, anyone got a time
All
machine?
right, so they did 254 out of 312 laps. So you best believe trucks they're gonna do potentially a full length race, 150 laps, potentially. So, it's a long race. It took Xfinity 3 hours to do it. I don't think it's gonna take trucks 3 hours to do it.
Maybe 2. 2.5.
So they're gonna have to buckle in.
Yeah. So, and stay awake. That's how they can pull through. Stay awake. Anyways, moving on. How does the experience from racing at Phoenix previously help with practice and basically to gear you up? Because the trucks have raced here previously already. I don't even think it was that long ago either.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that long ago. Let's just go and race announcement and Control F Phoenix. Actually, I can't. You go ahead.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, but obviously to me that practice means a lot. Now, speaking of practice, I want to do another real funny story.
You and Terry's.
Me and Terry did a combined practice of 2,000 laps, only for me to throw it out the window.
Yeah.
He did about
that's what
1,000.
happens when you have Mongolian internet.
He did about 1,000, and I did about 800, and that was crazy to me. I was very, of course, upset after the race, but I mean, yeah, it's racing. Just Roblox racing.
Sure.
I mean, dog.
Yeah.
All right, dog. Thanks, dog. I appreciate dog.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I honestly, for some reason, I cannot find the D4 results or D3 results for Phoenix.
Oh, don't worry, but
Censorship, 1984 or whatever the movie is. I don't even know.
But to me, practice helps a lot. I mean, that's the big advantage you could have over all those drivers really before the event starts. I mean, having the most practice is, of course, the best thing you could do. But yeah, that's to me, practice is an essential.
It isn't essential?
It is an essential.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was about to say, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be a kind of cuckoo race. So
yeah.
So I'm gonna go and say what I think. So concerning practice, it's definitely gonna be essential, especially for those new guys. I don't believe Glitch was in the D2 championship. No, but yeah, he's gonna have to practice a lot, especially because guys like Terry have experience at Phoenix considering he won the championship. So he's definitely gotta practice a lot because he definitely wants to contend with Terry, because Terry's already got experience at Phoenix.
I don't think Terry's gonna be racing at Phoenix, but people like Halo and forgetting my own team.
Oh, hey!
I thought Terry made the final four. My bad.
Terry's a cup driver.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness! I sound like a complete bozo.
It's okay. You're new-ish.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So it's no problem. We all make mistakes.
Alex, how do you think experience is gonna help?
You know what? It's going to be important, especially knowing. I mean, when I'm racing with a lot of people at Phoenix, I watch them, especially at the dog leg, because a lot of people just cut the dog leg every time, but you can get a run from not cutting the dog leg, and that's something that takes experience to know when you're going to get that run.
Yeah.
So I think there's experience there. Cutting the dog leg, it seems like it's always a good idea to do it because you're literally cutting the track. Technically, you're not really, technically you're not, but logic-wise, you are cutting the track. And people think that just because, you can cut the dog leg, it's always going to be quicker, but it's not always quicker. So that's where the experience comes in, I guess.
Yeah.
Knowing when when to do that, when not to do that.
Yeah, and that's another thing that we're gonna have to look out for too. How much people are cutting the dog leg? Because I wouldn't want 12 trucks cutting the dog leg immediately, to be honest. But I mean, it depends on where you are and at that time too. So
You know what I want to see somebody do? In one of the, I don't remember which truck race. I think it was Matt Crafton for the championship.
Oh, dear.
He cut the dog leg and stayed as far to the inside lane as he could, and won the championship from doing that. That's the interesting thing about Phoenix. You can literally like
make a
cut
pass.
almost down to the pit lane as long as you don't go to the pit lane. Nobody does it. I think if somebody, imagine if somebody won the championship like that, it would look really scuffed. But I mean, it's been done before in real life. I wonder if anyone's ever gonna try and do that. It's hard to pull off, to be honest, because you lose speed. You kind of lose speed doing it because I don't know. I did it once in a fun race, so I know it's possible.
Oh yeah, and that dog leg. Is
But again, experience important.
yeah,
Yes.
that dog leg is very important.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So again, practice going to be very important for the outcome of the race. So let's go ahead. I want to compare and contrast D2 championship and D3 championship.
What is similar and different between D2's championship and D3's championship? What is different? The amount of cars that will be in the field. I think D2's championship had maybe seven or eight cars. D3, you're likely going to have a full field to deal with, and also D2, the teams are a lot more set in stone. You know, you had Penske. It was basically Penske versus FPR. I mean, and versus one at the time TRGL car. But with the truck race, you're going to have a lot more diversity with the teams. Of course, you're going to have the 3 Penske trucks and the 1 Sky High Racing truck. But there's going to be, what is that? That's 4, right? So you're going to have 8 more trucks potentially from several different teams to deal with. So maybe these team owners want to start talking to people who are going to race. And actually, no, I don't want to even dabble in that. I'm just not going to go into that. But yeah, it's different. Like the amount of trucks, also different drivers.
Oh yeah.
And different driving styles. So
we'll go
different speeds, obviously.
Yeah, we'll go to Yusef.
So comparing D2 and D3, D3 is like, it's gonna be probably harder for because it's a 3v1, and I believe in the D2 championship it wasn't a 3v1.
Well,
but
technically FPR is part of Team Penske, so it kind of was.
Well, my bad there, but it's definitely gonna be kind of hard for Glitch because he's also got to worry about the other cars. He definitely doesn't want to make enemies at Phoenix because those guys could kick him in the rear end at the end of the race. So yeah, actually, so comparing D2 and D3, D3 is definitely gonna be more difficult, I would say.
Yeah. And I basically, I was gonna say everything you guys said, but you guys kind of phrased it perfectly for me, so. Anyways, Alex, I want to bring someone up. A dear,
You're gonna bring up?
a dear friend of mine, Halo.
Halo. Ugh.
Hey,
Okay, guy with the best ski.
that's not very nice.
Hey Halo, how you doing?
Hi, yo.
Well, Halo,
Hello.
you're here. D3 championship. I didn't think you'd do it, to be honest.
Oh, me neither, bro. Like, I don't think I actually got a sub in any race.
I think you
There
have
might
one,
have-
maybe one
no,
or
no,
two.
no. In the playoffs, I pretty sure I didn't. Maybe like one. I'd have to check. But in the regular season, I had like seven sub races. yeah, we don't talk about
Well, you
that.
raced more than half of the season's races, so you made up for it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, D3 Championship. I think this is definitely a 50-50 because let's take a look at the numbers here. Glitch has some people on his side, and I would agree that those people on that side could be better than what people on Penske's side have. Besides, the drivers. The drivers are talented like Plasma and Para, but the thing about Penske is somehow we get in a situation where we're all split up because Plasma could be in front. Me and Para could end up being in the middle because of dumb things. Plasma is a very consistent driver. So is Glitch. Me and Para, not so much. You saw that at the Pocono race. We were up and down the entire time. Actually, all three Penske drivers were up and down. There was nothing really to it, which is the reason why we're in this situation right now. I'm telling you right now, if I'm gonna put a lot of shade on Josh, but if Josh wasn't backmarking the entire time, we probably wouldn't be in this talk right now. To be fair, it would be Penske versus KM Bug. Penske wins. It's that simple. But now, since there's 12 drivers that are all pretty sure it's gonna be all D3 drivers that are gonna drive in the championship, they're all gonna be a brick wall compared to anyone else. I don't know why, but there's something with the D3 drivers that make them the Great Wall of China. There's something with them,
Okay.
Well,
and that's what's gonna be the bane of me.
I don't know. Regardless, there's a potential Lou might race that race as well. There's another truck. It's not like, I don't know. You said a lot. There's a lot to process there.
Basic TLDR. A lot of trucks can ruin races. There we go.
Yeah, man, that's what I was saying.
Well, Halo.
I'm worried about you guys, because some guy's gonna probably kick you in the rear end at the end. That'll try and prevent you from not getting the championship.
Well, yeah,
Dominic.
we're not going to allow, especially in the later
again,
stages of the
that's what people
races.
allow it. The
Yeah, I don't
officials
think.
allow it.
Yeah, it's going to be made very clear, especially in the later stages. You shouldn't be racing championship cars as hard as.
Yeah, we saw
You
that at
shouldn't be
Pocono.
doing it. Plain and simple. You shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. Well, Halo, I might as well get to the first question. How do you hope that your teammates are gonna help you that race, especially the ones in the championship? How do you hope they act towards you? How much the respect they're gonna show you that race?
I think they know the boundaries. We all know the boundaries between each other. As I've said, we're all pretty talented drivers. Comparing the skill level between Penske, Glitch, KM Bug, and then the rest of them, there's really a skill gap there. So we all know our boundaries. Hopefully that boundary, gets put in place so that we know what to do. If we can't set that boundary, like let's say Plasma ends up making it like Para, me, and Plasma get all in a tied up situation, just like Richmond. Glitch is gonna be able to get away with that. So hopefully that boundary there can remove that, which that boundary I'm pretty sure is Alex with the team orders.
Well, what I think is going to be interesting as well is you're going to be racing somebody that will be a part of. If you would want to call it like the team a family, you're going to be racing someone that's going to be joining that quote unquote family.
Yeah.
Next season. So, do you think that plays into anything at all, or is that barrier still there? Do you think you go maybe a little? Do you consider the fact that he will be driving for Penske eventually, or is that not even a thought in your mind?
Not even a thought in my mind. My eyes are point blank onto that trophy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wow.
Fair?
Well,
I do not care. Actually, I might care about Plasma or Para. Plasma and Para really deserve that.
Well, I mean,
But
I don't really think Para. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't think Para or Glitch deserve to win the championship.
Oh,
Para hasn't won a single D3 race, and Glitch has won what, 2, 3?
They both don't deserve to win it because they're replacement drivers. That's why they don't deserve to win it.
Yeah,
Somebody who should
that's
win
a
it
good
is
point.
either is you or Plasma, because you guys have been there. You guys have raced most of the season. If there's anyone who deserves it most based on the amount of races they've been to, it's Plasma.
Yeah. Plasma did take the points championship from me. Probably has put on the best show out of anyone.
so Halo. We're gonna talk about this in a little bit, but do you think Glitch stands a chance against the 3-car lineup here of Team Penske?
Yes, as I've said, the cars before all the D3 cars are the Great Wall of China, and that's gonna be the bane of me and probably the rest of the Penske drivers. Not to say that it also won't be a problem for Glitch, but if the officials don't do something, if they don't figure out something, that's gonna be that's gonna be the winning move of this championship. So he definitely has a chance. If anything, he has a chance anyways. He's a good driver.
I agree.
TLDR, stop asking the damn same question, Chris.
I'm sorry. Okay.
What is it, like the same 3 questions revised?
Okay, let's move on, Chris. Come on.
I mean, I really got nothing else to say. I mean, Seth, you?
I think Glitch.
I'm making up something about D1.
I got something for D3. I think Glitch is definitely gonna be a threat to Team Penske. I mean, he's definitely a great driver throughout the season. Talking about his win at Richmond, his win at Texas, he's definitely gonna be, and more. He's definitely gonna be a threat to Team Penske. I'm sorry. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be a threat. Team Penske's just gotta really work together.
Thank you, Seth.
But that's about it.
Chris, if you're really out of questions, you can bring up D1 because I think I raced at the duels and hopefully the situation's
Well,
that I
I mean, you do own, half of Team Penske. So,
or is it 49 now?
what?
Anyways, the point is,
The point is, so you own basically half of Team Penske, and that includes the D1 team. So, how are you going to be assisting the D1 team in at the 500?
I think there's a little communication that's being brought up within the team, and that's definitely going to confuse the drivers if we're going to be in a joint race comms VC. But otherwise, communication really matters, as we've said time and time. This entire time, communication is key in that race. There's definitely a difference between team chemistry between all of us actually. Like Junior Speed, there's nothing with them. They got nothing. Then
We don't know
JTG,
that.
there's little.
they can have a Discord.
Yeah,
have a
but I
group chat.
doubt that. I'm gonna be honest, I doubt that. Maybe the group chat, but
Well, you know what? Like I said before, Dog better start talking to those Toyotas.
yeah,
'Cause he's gonna.
JTG definitely has some chemistry, but Penske,
Oh yeah,
they-
JTG has good chemistry, but they're gonna need help.
Toyota. and
Hey,
Chevy
dog,
really
don't-
work together.
don't get aggressive here.
Uh-oh.
We can go take this out and stuff.
Well, Halo, thank you for coming on Fastlane today. We'll have.
Yeah,
to talk
I
about
gotta
that.
go.
Yep.
I gotta go to-
Goodbye. Yep. Okay. Chris, continue.
he's gotta go deal with someone, but I see they've been dragged into a staff VC. Anyways, well, I think it's gonna wrap it up for us today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's
Yeah.
getting. We're excited. Hello.
I just clicked on Ryan VC. I'm sorry.
It's winding down here. The D1 season's about to start. D3 is about to end, which means D2 is going to start soon. So there's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and we just passed 15 applications. There's tryouts happening. Things are picking up again, going towards leaving winter. Kind of leaving winter. You know, it's almost summer break. Almost. So,
Spring break.
this is usually when we see the most activity. And you know, one thing I'm excited about summer break is that means radioactives come back.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, yes, you gotta love those.
Ooh. Anyways, actually, can you give us an exact date on when the 500's gonna be?
Yes.
I believe race announcements are made on Wednesday. Wait, is it Wednesday?
Definitely gonna need.
No,
those
it's not
for
Wednesday.
reasons.
It's gonna be on Sunday. I'll say that right now. It's gonna be on Sunday. It can't be on Saturday, so it's gonna be on Sunday if it happens this week.
Ooh.
Bet.
So yeah,
Definitely excited to commentate that 140 lap.
yeah, there's a lot of commentators that have booked in. We got a streamer confirmed. So
Oh yeah, thank God.
I mean, this is hopefully some pre-race activities.
yes, me and Dog are planning pre-race. Boxer's also gonna be planning pre-race.
I mean,
But
just,
also before Saturday, we have something special going on at Team Penske headquarters. We have an announcement to make
Definitely
alongside
go check that.
FPR. So
which I will
that'll
be
be
able to be
streamed
here
on
for.
Saturday as well. You won't be here?
No.
What?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll make sure I tune in somehow. Don't you worry. Anyways,
Interesting.
yeah, things are gonna get busy for me real soon. Real soon.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
This weekend's gonna be a very busy one here.
Oh yeah, very exciting weekend for the RSCRA again. D1 coming back, and oh boy, it's gonna be a special. From us here at the studio for Fastlane, I bid you a good night and farewell, and anything else.
No.
No, thank you for tuning
Thank you
in,
for giving me the
and
opportunity to join on here.
Yeah,
we will see you another time. Hopefully on Sunday.
or maybe even Friday if we stream it.
Yes, or on Friday for that matter.
All right, well, thank you all so much again. Thank you for there was a lot of followers viewers this Fastlane. So thank you so much for tuning in. This is Chris, Alex, and Seth from the booth. Have a good day, everyone, or good night.